So I went to Midwood High School in Brooklyn, New York between 2004 and 2008, but started running track and cross country in 2005. I remember my first cross country practice on the road, and I bought some running shoes. But the running shoes that I bought were cleats for a rubberized track, not road running shoes. So I was running with my teammates on the concrete, and guess what? I started feeling this stabbing pain in my shins. Now, as you might have guessed, I wasn't wearing the proper footwear because the cleats didn't offer enough support in the soles in order to absorb the shock from each stride, which is important because we absorb 2 to 5 times our body weight in ground reaction forces every time we strike the ground with our feet. Now, there are 2 other ways besides footwear that'll help you alleviate or eliminate shin splints. And at the end of this video, I'll outline the steps you can take today to address them. Now, besides the footwear, my body wasn't properly conditioned for distance running, like you have to do for law enforcement selection and military training. Now, sure, I did have some training in martial arts that helped condition my bones to an extent because of the jumping that I was doing, but you need more than that for running. Now, another thing besides the footwear was my form. Now, when I ran in track, some of my teammates would get a good laugh out of it because of my body lean. Having correct body lean will help prevent you from overstriding. Now, overstriding is just a term that describes how far forward your feet are in front of your body, which is your center of gravity, your torso. And last but not least, there's the nutritional perspective. Okay, so that's 4 reasons instead of 3 reasons. 4 reasons instead of 3 reasons. But hey, think of it as a bonus. So let's circle back to footwear. You want to wear shoes with enough support to absorb the shock in order to reduce the amount of ground reaction forces exerted upon the body. Next, you want to change your shoes. So some guys on profile in the military tell me that they wear the same shoes that they wore in basic training. And that was years ago. No bueno, hombre. Some general guidelines are to change your shoes every 400 to 500 miles or every 4 to 6 months. Next, we have form. Remember I told you that my teammates would get a brief laugh about that sometimes, how I was running with my form? You want to lean forward a bit during the run. Doing this helps keep your strides under your center of gravity, preventing overstriding and reducing the amount of ground reaction forces exerted upon your joints. But you don't want to lean too far forward either. If you have trouble finding this happy medium, stand still. Lean forward till you feel like you're falling forward and you have to take a step. That's the degree to which you want to lean while running. So if your body is standing at 12 o'clock and too much lean is 1 o'clock, think about leaning at 12:30. Next is the nutritional component. I didn't know shit about nutrition when I was in high school. I remember depriving myself of food and only eating a granola bar and having some water after a hard speed day on the track. Once again, no es bueno, hombre. You want to make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet, enough vitamin D, and enough calcium. Because enough calcium without vitamin D, no es bueno también. Last but not least, let's tackle 1 to 2 exercises. Most people may train their upper legs and they may even train their calves, but they don't train their shin muscles, especially anterior tibialis. Training this muscle prepares it to absorb force when contacting the ground. The more force this muscle absorbs, the less your knees and your hips have to absorb. You can also stretch your calf muscles as well to add to the health and function of the muscles around your ankle for running. There's a lot more that I can say, but this video is getting longer than I'd like it to be. So if you have any questions, I'll answer them in the comment section for you down below. But these tips will leave you or help running be less of a pain, no pun intended, and allow you to survive basic agent training, JST, group runs, etc. Until next time, gotta go.